Good evening from Sacred Space at Titania's Realm. So it's late in the evening of Christmas Day, or alternatively, depending on your religious influences, inclinations, predilections. It is also the 8th night of Hanukkah. Chag Sameach. Anyway, I just wanted to make a quick video. It's very late at night. I have to go to bed soon. I'm having Boxing Day tomorrow with my family, which I'm looking forward to. And my hair's all kind of curly and weird because it was very, very humid today. And I was talking to my friend Jackie about all our funny pal talk experiences. And then I got so excited and overheated with menopause and all the funny memories that I got so hot that I had to wash my face. And now look, I've got curly hair. I look like I've had a perm. Like, wouldn't it be cool if my hair would just be like this level of curly all the time instead of this horrible weird in between straight and waviness that it just sits and just can't commit to one thing or the other, right? I've always had really weird hair. Anyway, but that's not the purpose of this video. I'm just laughing about that because I look kind of bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Anyway, no, I just had a funny thought. I wasn't going to make a video today because I've made a couple of videos and one's been very popular and I don't even know why, because it was actually quite dark, but oh well, got to go with the flow, right? Anyway, but I wanted to make this quick little video because a funny thing happened. If you look at me, let me just stand back a bit, put this, how do I do this? Because I got the charger attached so it won't sit. Anyway, here we are. If you look at me, I've got my lovely red Mexican dress, little peasant folk dress from Mexico, and I'm wearing my little as a little Christmas nod to Christmas, because I'm not really a great celebrator of Christmas, but as a nod to Christmas, I've got my little shamanic little mushrooms that my daughter made for me, my beautiful daughter Crystal, who's so talented, made me these lovely, I forget the name of the mushrooms, fly agaric, I think. Anyway, these are the kind of mushrooms that in like Finland and Scandinavia and parts of Germany and through Europe, you find them in the forests. And these were the ones that I don't know the dosages or anything. Like, I don't recommend trying it, people, because you might poison yourself. They're also highly poisonous. But if you prepare them a certain way and a certain dosage, you get a psychedelic effect from it. And this is where they think traditionally that the idea for Father Christmas or Saint Nicholas came from, how he's always wearing like a red suit with a white beard, you know, and he's always with the reindeer. And the reason for that is these little toadstools in the forests of Europe, the reindeer nibble on them. Apparently they get a bit high too. Well, anyway, that's the story, or so I'm told. How completely accurate it is about the reindeer getting high, I don't know, but they definitely nibble on them. Maybe they don't get high, maybe they're just a delicacy. But human beings do get very high on these and can die. Just saying, just a little warning. Like, I don't endorse taking drugs or killing yourself with mushrooms. You know, it's like everything has its season, people, and it's knowing what you're doing and preparing things properly and having that knowledge. And if you don't have that knowledge, don't play with things you don't understand, because you could hurt yourself. That goes for anything, including overdosing on sugar or alcohol or any other, you know, much more tamer pursuits. Anyway, so I'm wearing my fly agaric mushrooms as a nod to the shamanic history of Christmas, where Christmas actually all kind of, you know, the mythology of Father Christmas and the flying reindeer and all that actually stemmed from. See what I did there? Stemmed from. Anywho, now, so I decided to make this little video because the really funny thing that happened today was my neighbour Peter popped by with little Coco. And anyway, I didn't know he was here. I was standing in the kitchen making salads for tomorrow. Actually, yes, I was doing that. But I was actually fiddling about with ice cubes because I was like taking the ready-made ice cubes out of the ice cube trays and putting them into like a container to put back in the freezer so I could make more ice because I didn't buy a bag of ice. So I've got to do it the primitive way, I've got to work at the ice making. I know. Oh, one day I'll get my shit together. So anyway, so here's the funny thing about it. So I'm fiddling about with the ice, and I had also poured a glass of sangria that my beautiful friend Lynn gave me yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? Anyway, Friday. Oh look, the space-time continuum is just all melting into one. I'm not stoned, people. I'm completely sober. I'm having a nice cup of tea. Look. Nice cup of tea. Yes, nothing psychedelic in the nice cup of tea. Even though my nickname that I gave myself is Psychedelic Dreamer, I don't do drugs, people. Or not stupidly. Anywho, here we go. So I'm standing in my kitchen wearing my lovely red dress, my red Mexican dress, folk dress, and I hear this. No, how did I know? Oh, Bobo heard. So Bobo went running to the back door, but he didn't bark. And normally he would bark, right? But there was just sort of a scuffling at the back door. Anyway, and I was conscious that there was something sort of behind me. So I turned around from my sink, from my ice making capabilities and my sangria that I was filling up with ice. And I turn, and there's this sweet little black little poodle. She's poodle cross Shih Tzu, but she looks more poodle, but she's tiny, like she's half Bobo's size. She's a tiny little dog, and she's madly in love with me, which I take great delight in. So I see little Coco, her name's Coco. So I see little Coco at my back steps. And I sort of got a surprise because Peter doesn't usually bring her through, doesn't usually come. He doesn't usually cross my front gate and walk into my domain, right? But that's okay. I mean, he's welcome to, but he just doesn't normally do that. We normally talk over the fence, and he passes little Coco to me over the fence, and I cuddle her in my arms, and that's our normal ritual or practice, So, with a sweet little doggy. So I sort of got a bit of a surprise that she's at the back door, just at the foot of my 3 steps that lead to my back door. So I looked down and I said, "Oh, Coco." I said, "I didn't know you were here." I said, "Oh, what a lovely surprise." And Coco, who's she communicates very well, telepathically and in dog language. And by dog language, I mean, body language and woofs and sniffs and stuffs, like most dogs do. So she sort of did a little shake, and it's little ears and little eyes and little whiskers. It was really cute because she was happy that I was happy that she was here, right? So I said, "Where is your daddy? It's unusual that you're at the back door without your daddy." So he hadn't seen what I was wearing yet, right? So here's the cute thing. So he calls out, and I'm just walking. It's only a few paces to the back door from my kitchen sink. So I'm just walking over towards the back door, and he calls out, which was a bit prescient of him, really. He says, "Yeah, I'm half expecting you to be dressed up like Santa Claus." He comes up with some random things. Like the other day, he told me I had a lovely hippie, a grey, it's just a grey T-shirt, cotton type dress, and it's got hippie soul, and he said I need to cross out the hippie and put arse on it. And honestly, I wasn't synapsing that day. It took me about 5 minutes to realise he was calling me an arsehole. Anyway, it was funny, but it was also a bit nasty. And I decided later on that was a bit freaking rude. But anyway, I took it in good stride because, like, you know, oh well, whatever. It's like it's not like I'm married to the man. I just have these little interactions predicated on cuddling our little dog, and you know, sometimes I'll stir him up too. So you gotta give and take, man. That life's too short. So anyway, so today's witticism on his part was, he said, I'm half expecting you to be dressed up like Father Christmas or Santa Claus, which I thought was hilarious because if he knows how much I abhor Father Christmases, even when they're up at the shopping centre, I walk past and it's more like, what are they doing? I just find the whole thing quite creepy, really. But that's my own trauma issues. It's got nothing to do with actual Santa Claus himself. I'm sure there's nice Santa Clauses out there, but I don't trust them. So anyway, so he goes, oh, so I half expect you to be dressed up as like Father Christmas. I can't remember if he said Father Christmas or Santa Claus. But anyway, same shit, different day, right? So I swear to you, I'm not drunk. I promise you I'm not drunk. I've just been talking a lot today. So anyway, so I go out and I'm wearing my beautiful red dress I've been wearing all day. And I said to him, well, I said, that's a bit prescient of you, Peter. I said, you're half right. And he goes, oh, why is that? I said, I'm wearing red. I said, but it's a dress from Mexico. Arriba, underlay. And I go running around the backyard. Underlay, arriba. Because at that point in time, I was a little bit pissed. Anyway, I said to him, would you like a glass of sangria? I'm just about to have a glass of sangria, which was my second glass. But I wasn't really pissed, but I was maybe a little bit tiddly. And he said, oh, no, I won't, because I drank a lot yesterday. So I went a bit cross-eyed, thinking, when did it ever stop him from having a drink? But anyway, I thought, oh, well, I won't encourage that behaviour. If the man rejects a glass of sangria, well, that's fine by me. So anyway, so I said to him, okay, well, that's not a problem. I said, I'll keep this sangria for myself, you know. Anyway, I had to make this video because I was just laughing about the way he goes, I expect you to be dressed up like Father Christmas. And I come out all bright red with my red dress and my little toadstools. And I said to him, oh, you know, Peter, I do have a very flamboyant personality, and that's why my business when I was a young woman, when I was still married, was so successful, because people would love to come and wind me up with my flamboyant personality. He goes, oh, who would have thought you have a flamboyant personality? He's so cheeky. Like, you have to laugh, but he is a bit funny. But yeah, he doesn't realise it, but that man who doesn't believe in like spirits or the paranormal is a little bit psychic, because how did he know that I was dressed up almost like Father Christmas? Because I'm wearing red today. He couldn't possibly have known. So there you go. I think he freaked himself out, to be honest. He sort of had a little chat, said something about that he and his partner are going to invite me to come out for lunch or something and go and visit his elderly mother in the next few weeks, which will be nice, you know. We'll all go and have lunch and then we'll go and visit Elsa. So, you know, I actually look forward to that. You know, I like Elsa. I mean, I like them all, but I particularly like Elsa. I was upset when they put her in the home, you know. Again, that's my own trauma issues, because my own parents were basically murdered in the homes they were in, so it was awful. But anywho, on that note, Merry Christmas, Happy Yule. It's the last day of Hanukkah tomorrow, so Happy Hanukkah. I'm celebrating my triumph over adversity by wearing red and being like Frida Kahlo, an anarchist and a revolutionary. And I'm sipping my tea which is a lot more boring than sangria, but you know, I gotta control the alcohol intake too, because I'm going to have some more drinky poos tomorrow for Boxing Day with my daughter and friend. So there we go. It's a lovely Christmas feast. Oh, and my neighbours behind me, Warren and Tash, brought me some lovely variety of piece puddings and little desserts. So I got a piece of pavlova, a Portuguese cheesecake, like tartlet cheesecake, and another tart that I gobbled both the cheesecake buns down and the pavlova, but there's another like piece of like flan left, which is nice, and some Lindt chocolates. So I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. I can't possibly eat any more today. I haven't been overly hungry today, but I ate some of the salads I prepared, and so I had a plate of salad and some chicken, and I'm actually quite full up, which is good, very good. Very happy and replete, even though I'm dressed a bit like Santa, because the only thing Father Christmas and I have in common is probably the shamanic influences, and we both like to wear red. And maybe if I could fly across the world in one night and give presents to all the children in the world, I'd probably do that too, but not to compete with Santa Claus, just because there is one lovely thing in that story that is quite sweet. It's about spreading joy and light and the generosity of spirit. But if Santa Claus could see how many spoiled, materialistic, narcissistic and depressed children there are in the world now, he'd probably go, time to create a new tradition. And in the style of the Dutch style Black Peter, I'd probably just hand out coal and make them chew on coal. Anyway, it's all bizarre, really. Good night from Beauregard. Beauregard's having a stretch. Say good night to the people, buddy. You're on YouTube. I know. Say good night. He goes, bugger off, Mama T. He caught me on flagrant having a stretch. And you know I really hate the iPhone video camera thingy. And I really hate the paparazzi. So yes, we'll leave him. We'll leave him to lie down on the cool floor being a dog. Good night from Sacred Space and from Titania's realm. I just had a giggle when I remembered about the comment about wearing red in my lovely red dress. Good night all. Stay safe, stay quirky, stay cool till after school. Before school, during school, after school, any time in the space-time continuum. Stay free, stay wild, stay sane in the membrane. Love you, bye.